Unleash the power. Unleash the power.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Ruckus Room. I'm here today with the FlipFlop guys, Michael and James, and I'm super excited today that you guys came into the studio.
You're excited to be here.
I know. Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
Are you a little nervous?
Not really, not anymore. I was a little
I think
bit.
Michael is. James.
Other
I'm
way
getting you
back.
by James. Okay.
I am.
James is a little nervous. James, why are you nervous?
I don't know. This is the first time doing a podcast. I guess that's why.
I want you to tell me about what happened this weekend or when you guys were out recently when somebody didn't like your hat you wore or asked who picked that out for you. I want to hear about your story
Well,
because it was really entertaining.
this lady had probably, I don't know, a lot of margaritas, more than we had at the time. She came
Was this
up
on
and-
Easter?
No,
No,
it
it
was
was
actually
before
before that.
Oh, okay. Just
Yeah.
a random. We're in
Yeah.
Flagler Beach and we're celebrating today.
We're
It's
at
like a
Margarita
Thursday.
Island. And we went to have one ranch water, and I think we had maybe about 6. But anyway,
That's okay.
she came over and she started talking, and she said it was her sister that was with her, and she told me that I should let my wife pick out a better hat because she didn't like the flowers on it.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I said, well, he had given her a business card, and it has our names and our last name. He has the same last name too, my husband. So
Yeah.
I said, my husband actually picked it out, and she started laughing. Oh, you're so funny.
She thought it was a joke.
Oh. What did you hear her
Oh,
say
yeah.
that?
I was saying
What did you say? Well, I picked it out.
Well, I was kind of laughing because it was kind of funny. And I just kind of looked at her and I said, no, actually, he's my husband. I was the one that picked the hat out.
But she still didn't get it.
But she still didn't get it. But it was fine. I think she kind of got onto it. I think it kind of
Maybe
clicked
after
with her.
she got sober and realized the business card said
No,
the
I think it
same.
was after the other margarita she had. I think that happened.
Sometimes that happens,
I
you know? So, you guys are the FlipFlop guys.
are.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So we live in Flagler Beach, so we are local. We've been married for 7 years. We do hand painted coastal decor, and we just have a lot of fun doing. We don't have an actual storefront, so we work out of our home. So it's kind of a cool little thing, and not a lot of people do it. But they get us confused with the FlipFlop shop.
That's what I said because I thought you guys own the FlipFlop shop. I'm like, the FlipFlop guys, that makes sense. But now you guys are two different entities.
Right,
So.
exactly. We do wear flip-flops.
Yeah, I'm sure you.
Henceforth our
I was
name.
just going to.
Henceforth the name.
We
But-
live in Flagler Beach in Florida. Like, you're going to wear flip-flops.
Oh, absolutely. You live in Florida.
Yeah. I don't know anyone who doesn't wear flip-flops. That's if you're a true Floridian. Like,
Yeah.
no, you got to wear flip-flops.
Or go barefoot.
Or go barefoot, which we normally do.
So if people want to get a hold of you to purchase surfboards or look at your whatever you make, how do they do that?
So they can contact us, which is, they'll go through my number, which is 386-846-5408. And they can also follow us on Facebook, too, and they can message us.
Are you on
directly through-
Instagram or anything? Or
We
just
are on
Facebook?
Instagram.
You are? Okay.
We are.
Under the FlipFlop guys.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the coolest piece that you've ever made?
Oh, you're asking me to pick one?
Yeah, like what is the one that you got done with? You're like, I wish I made one of those for myself.
There's a bunch, but I'd have to say just recently with Flagler Beach's centennial birthday happening, I think one of the centennial boards would have been really, really nice. The first centennial board that we did.
That was really
With
cool.
the
I did
pier.
see the picture. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I think that was probably one of my favorite.
How long does
ones.
it take you to make something like that to customize the boards?
To customize? About a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Oh, that's not bad.
And
think
then,
it
you know, I mean, it's to sketch it out, to paint it, and then he does all the epoxy work. So he
That's
does a
the
lot
fun
of the grunt
part,
work.
isn't it?
I love it.
Do you guys? So do you do like what other kinds of pieces do you do besides surfboards?
So we do we have like signs that we make that it can go from anywhere from like it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So the typical Margaritaville kind of a thing. We do just.
Are you at any
basically-
local events like Pips Walk or anything like that? Do you guys go out and do a booth anywhere?
Actually, we do. We run a market at Coquina Coast Brewery.
Okay, for
And-
everyone who doesn't know, Coquina Coast is in Flagler Beach, right at the foot of the bridge in that strip mall.
Right. 318 Moody Boulevard.
Yeah, and so when do you do that market?
So the markets are usually on the third Sunday of each month, but for April and May, we've done 2. So the next markets coming up are May 11th and May the 18th.
Make sure you guys go out there and join them. Is there any other vendors out there that you think are like really cool that
We
you work with?
We do a lot of, we hand select our vendors. So we get a lot of good
Oh,
crafty
cool.
people, you know, that are just, I don't know. They do some like really unique different things. And that's what we like to see. And
I'll have
it
to
gives
have you
them a
back
chance-
one day to bring some of them in and talk about their work and stuff because
Yeah, we have a great group of vendors, and they become more like family to us.
I'm all
and
about supporting local.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a very small market because we're doing it in the parking lot out.
Oh yeah, it's not that big of a space.
No, so
It's not like you can't go across the street anymore. There's kind of a hotel
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that?
You know what? Actually, I think
I
it's
have
gonna be a
so
good
many
thing.
split. Like people are like, we're for it, we're not for it. Like it's been such a
Well, I think-
controversy.
I think for the market, I think it'll be good for people that'll come out there and it's like, oh look,
The
let's go
foot
over here and
traffic.
see what
Yeah.
that is. And that's the one thing we've been trying to get a lot of is to get people over there, not only to support Coquina, but to get the people over there to support the vendors as well.
Yeah.
Because these are all local vendors. They're right here in Flagler Beach.
And they're all handcrafted. We play music, or we have live music. We had live music this past weekend, and then last weekend we did a whole buffet. Karen Dion.
I saw that and I was like, hey, where was my invite? Because that food looks
You
so
were more than
good.
welcome
We
to
have
come.
so much
Next time
food.
I had no idea, but I was looking at I was like, wow, look at that spread.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was some
great.
She's so good with the charcuterie boards.
She
Like
really
she makes
is.
some amazing things. She's very talented with that.
Yeah.
And thank you. I'm gonna have to do a shout out to her. Thank you. You've been sending some amazing guests, and these two are no different. So I'm super
Thank
excited
you.
about
We're glad
building
to hear
Appreciate that.
relationships.
It's nice to be here.
Yeah,
It's nice to be here.
well, I'm glad you guys can promote your business too, because like unless you actually are told, we won't really see you guys a lot. So now hopefully this will get the word out, and your other vendors who are also local, because we love to support local. So
Absolutely.
yeah, and you guys make some amazing surfboards.
You know, they're a lot of fun to do, but they're very hard to find.
Yeah, I know, right?
In good condition, that is. But
So how do you find? What is the process of that? James is rolling his
That-
eyes. I don't know.
I'm the one that finds
He's
the
the one
boards.
that usually
Oh, that's
finds
why
it.
you're
So
rolling your
it's
eyes because
between-
you get the hard part.
Yeah, but it's like
Where do you go to find them?
all over.
Like you just like swapping it, or
Craigslist,
Craigslist?
Marketplace, next door, anybody that has surfboards for sale. We're
so
looking.
all of them are refurbished. Like
Oh, yeah.
wow.
he does. He sands them down. Epoxies, or not epoxy, but Bondos where it needs to be fixed or wherever, and then
What's the average price for something like that when you guys customize it?
it starts out about $300,
Oh, that's not that bad.
No.
and then the more detail they get in there, the higher they go. So
You're gonna be designing tattoos before you know it.
maybe, I don't know. That's one venture I've never got into yet, so we'll see about it.
Well, and the other thing that we should bring up is we're trying to raise money for Hang
yeah.
8,
Hang 8.
and we have a charity.
So what's Hang 8?
So
The-
Hang 8 is the local
Hang 8
Dark
surf dog.
surfing.
The
That's
surf.
it.
Okay, for people that don't know.
Yeah.
So we created a board that we're donating to Hang 8
Oh,
and we're selling raffle tickets to raise as much money as we can. We're hoping we can raise a couple thousand, but at
how
this-
much are raffle tickets?
They are
They're
$5.
a piece.
And we can buy them on through Facebook or just like your information's there for the board and everything, so people
Yeah,
can.
so you can either contact us. We have tickets, and Coquina Coast Brewery.
I was just
will
gonna
also
say
have
the
tickets.
brewery. When you sit there and have a beer, just give them $5 for a ticket.
Yep.
When do you guys do the drawing?
So it'll be Saturday, May 17th.
Oh, so we got a while to
Oh, yeah.
promote this.
Yeah. So
And
we
Karen
got
also
plenty of
has tickets.
Yep. Karen also
Oh,
has
Through
okay.
tickets.
Flagler Foodie Groupie. So
So, what the Hang 8, all of the money that you raise?
100% of the proceeds will go to Hang 8.
Okay. And for people that don't know what Hang is, can you explain that charity?
So Hang 8 goes between. They do a lot for SMART, which is the saving animals
in Flagler County,
in Flagler County, and then
Flagler Beach, or Flagler County Humane Society.
yep, and then canines for veterans.
Oh,
Canines
okay.
for warriors.
Oh, that's awesome. So you do
So-
a couple different things with that one.
Right.
Yeah.
So that one donation will get
Split up.
3 ways, and all the money goes to that, to those
So
three
it
organizations.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
When
go,
do you guys make surprise appearances at the brewery in case somebody wants to like just run into you guys and be like, "Hey, what's up? I hate your
never
hat."
know. You never know.
I'll
I
never
know.
Say, let's meet at the brewery, and we'll
That's
be there.
right.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to start getting. You might have,
Sure.
yeah,
Do
you might
that.
have to get. Might have to sign some stuff one day. You know, you never
Absolutely.
know.
And we also create. We've been doing it for the last 4 years. We make all the trophies for
For the Hang 8. Yeah.
for the Hang 8 festival.
Oh, awesome!
So
And that's our contribution to. I mean, we don't charge to do it or anything like that. We just do that. We started out 4 years ago, and every year they keep saying, "Yeah, you guys going to do them again this year?" And I'm like, "Is that
We don't
even a
have a
question?"
choice.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice.
We'll do it.
But how we got into doing the dog trophies is 7 years ago. kind of how everything really got started is we sat up one night around the holidays and made little wooden Christmas ornaments, and just we did about what 200 of these.
How do you go from Christmas ornaments to surfboards?
That's how we actually got started.
I was
all-
gonna
that's how we got
say, like,
started.
how do you? So you made some Christmas ornaments.
They
and
were
then-
like
We stuck them
wooden.
in the pier.
Really?
Along the
Oh,
boardwalk.
that's really awesome.
And so it was just like spreading,
I
spread
wonder
the
if I
love
go over
or
there if I'll
random acts
find
of
one.
kindness.
I mean, there were a couple hurricanes in between there last year, but
Yeah, we haven't done this in a while. So.
oh, okay.
Yeah, 7
It'd be
years
an
ago.
7 years
antique,
ago.
right? It'd be a
7 years
collector's
ago.
edition at this point if it hung in there.
Right, exactly. If you find one, that would.
We'll meet you at the brewery to have you sign it.
Yeah,
That'd be worth
absolutely.
something.
Well, we put a
Absolutely,
tag on
sure.
it, and we kind of stood back after we did, like, put 20 of them out, and it said, Merry Christmas, please take one, or whatever. And then
Spread
we
the
just
love.
kind of watched people taking it, looking around, trying to figure out.
If they're on like hidden TV or
Yeah,
something like that,
exactly.
it's a joke, like a prank.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we never
God
acknowledged
forbid there's nice people out there. They're just like giving you a free
Oh,
Christmas ornament, you know?
I know. But
Like-
that's how we actually ran into Eric Cooley, the commissioner,
Yeah.
who owns 7-Eleven.
Okay.
And he's also the one that does Hang 8.
Okay.
So this is how there's kind of a full circle.
I was gonna
Thing
say
that
keeping
goes
all in
on.
Flagler Beach there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, you did good with the Christmas ornaments, and then all of a sudden you're just like, let's start doing some surfboards.
Well, you know what? Growing up, I've always been interested in art and this and the other, but I've never ever publicly ever displayed my work until I met James.
Well, in the little mountain town that he lived in, there wasn't
What
really
mountain town are you from?
Rocky Gap, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
a population, maybe 500. I don't know where the 500 are.
I
but
think James is holding that against you.
No, it's
I actually love it
kinda
there,
funny.
but there's just nothing there.
It's in the
See, if
mountains.
you
It's
want to
beautiful.
get away and like not have to worry about anything, those are the places you
That's
go.
what
You
we
know,
do.
exactly.
That's where we do go.
But it is a town so small, so if you're driving through there and you blink, you'll miss it.
Oh, okay. It's one of those
It's
towns.
kind of one of those towns.
So, how often do you go up there
We going again in July.
We are
for
going in
July 4th, the weekend?
No,
No, towards the end of July. So around
We were
my
there at
parents'
Christmas.
60th wedding anniversary.
Oh, okay.
it's his parents' house, so we go. We go when we can.
It's
So-
nice. It's
so-
nice to get away.
We're gonna go back to so you got Christmas ornaments. They did really good, and
Yeah.
then you wanted to share your work, and all of a sudden surfboards came up.
Well, so we did.
I'm dying to know.
We started We went to one of our first market we ever went to was in Ormond.
Yeah, so we did Ormond Beach Live at the Casements.
Oh, I love the
And-
casements, don't
Yep.
you?
That was
So
it was
beautiful. I
so
grew
much
up in
fun.
Ormond.
Long
and-
Yeah.
day.
I grew
Oh,
up
it is
in
a long
It
day.
was
A
a long
hot
day.
day too.
Yeah,
Long hot day.
It was a hot day, but so we tried to figure out how to market or kind of like what kind of things would sell in the community. And being in Flagler Beach or being down in Ormond, you're close to the ocean, so we did surfboards, tiki signs. We were doing all sorts of stuff. We were selling wind chimes and this, that, and the other. And we had so much response from that, and just meeting neat people and.
I
getting
have to
a lot
get
of new
cards
clients.
for you guys because I mean, just because when I was doing the Airbnbs and everything, you run into everybody different, all walks of life. That would be so cool that people are asking,
Yeah.
for custom stuff.
Yeah,
I know my nephew, he's getting ready to graduate. He would love a custom surfboard. I'm going to have to get with you.
Absolutely, I'll give you some cards.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But it just we had such good feedback from that, and so we just decided that when we moved from there, we started at Coquina when it first opened. Was our first market.
I'm going to have to get the owner of Coquina in here so they can talk about their brews and stuff. What's your favorite beer there? We're gonna do a little digression real quick, but I'll go back to your surfboard.
So they have one. It's not on tap right now, but it's a sumac saison,
Oh, okay.
and it's got really really nice honey undertone to it. So it's wonderful.
What's the alcohol level in that thing?
Probably about 5.6.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought you were gonna pull out something that's like 7.8 or
They
7.6.
have those. They do
No, I
have
know
those.
they do.
They do
I know
have
they
those on
do. I mean, if you want to feel good or real good, real
Yeah.
quick, it depends on which one you like.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to go over there and do like a testing or
Absolutely,
something.
you
That
should.
would be
You
fun.
should. Curtis would appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then you just got into surfboards because they would sell in this area.
Yeah, it just so it's.
Well, we did
became-
little wooden ones first.
Yeah, we did little 4
We
foot
didn't
wooden
really do
ones,
regular size surfboards.
and it was, I guess it was a better price point
Yeah,
at the time.
yeah.
And people kind of really got on to those, and we just decided it's like, hey, you know what? If those sell, why not try the bigger ones?
Yeah.
Because people that are buying houses down here will
Yep.
probably want that.
Yep.
And we started doing those. We sold a couple of
Do you
those.
guys sell any stuff to like the local stores that are in Flagler Beach to like put your stuff in there to sell?
No.
Like your custom pieces? Wow, why not? I would throw some custom pieces in some of those stores and Yeah, see how it goes. We need to get you a storefront. That's what I'm working towards. We need to get you guys a storefront. That would be really cool. You want to be busy or real busy?
Well, no, we kind of don't want to work too much, but
Oh,
Well,
okay, I get it.
I
So
mean,
it's
Flagler
so
Beach
the joke
bummed.
is it's my fault. I brought him out of retirement.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
because
I'm trying to
James
be
is like rolling
retired.
his eyes over here. He doesn't want any more work. I get it.
if I don't keep him a job or something to do,
James, you're the one who said share your artwork.
exactly.
I mean, so
I did.
you kind of wanted this a little bit, or you had to realize
But
what
I'll
might
have to hear
happen.
from his mama because she'll say, "You need to tell Michael to get a job. He's not old enough to get retirement."
But he has a job.
I
He's-
know. So now that
And now you might be like even more busier that you might not get to go back
Hey,
and
you
see
know what?
mom, and then
That's
she'll
fine.
say something.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What if you miss your trip in July? You're like, Ma, too busy. I can't go make. I'm making
Can't do it.
surfboards.
Can't do it. No, I've
I'm
tried,
over here
I've
signing
tried,
autographs to
I've
a
tried that. It
podcast.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Mom was like, "That's no excuse."
Yeah.
You could still work and do that.
Well,
Mama's a
that's what
tough
she
cookie.
said.
It
Yeah.
sounds like, huh?
Oh,
We'll have to have
yeah.
her on the show one time. She sounds like a hoot.
Oh Lord, my mother on here.
Oh my gosh, I want to hear the stories.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a lot. But
There's a bunch. There's a bunch.
James he seems like the angel, and you seem like the
Oh,
one
no,
that
I'm
you
not
gotta
an
reel
angel.
in. Is that no?
No.
So it's not that way. You gotta reel him in.
Yeah, kind of.
Really?
No, well, we reel each other in.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then.
So
that
we
makes
kind of keep each other.
except for
level.
when it comes to hats.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta
Exactly.
let him do his thing, and he gets in trouble. Do you guys sell flip-flop hats?
We
I
do
see
not.
yours.
We do
Oh,
not.
you might have to after this.
I know, right?
And some
Right.
T-shirts. I see you got your Flagler Beach swag
I do.
on.
Dude.
Where'd you get that one from?
Actually, we got this from what, CBS?
Ah!
CVS
I
actually.
was thinking you were going to
CVS
say
on
that little
Ice
flip-flop
Flaggers.
store that has all those
No.
clothes in it and Trump thing. I went in there. I was like, wow, I couldn't believe all the stuff that was in there. It was like a whole plethora of things. I just thought it was going to be flip-flops, but they got shirts, they got clothes, they got a little knick-knacks and stuff. But
Sharkies.
Are
on
you
the
talking about
corner,
Sharky's right across the
yes,
street? from
yeah,
Christina?
yeah,
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
got
Rex-
a lot of cool stuff in there.
Yeah, Rex actually owns the flip-flop shop that's up just a little bit further up.
Okay, yeah, the one that's towards the Funky Pelican.
Right.
Right. Okay. I like the kite store too. They have some really cool stuff in there
Yeah.
too. She used to have them flying. I don't know if they do that anymore.
Oh,
They
that used
don't.
to be so cool.
They used to be so cool to watch, and like everyone's looking
was.
at them. They're expensive though. I didn't
Yeah.
realize kites were like $300 and $400. I'm like, wow, that thing better do itself like its own thing. I don't
It
want to
better
have to.
fly
Yeah,
itself, it
I
better
have to.
reel
I said it
itself
better have a
in.
motor and do its
If
own
it
thing and
flies
reel it
away,
in
better find
itself.
itself way back home.
My little kid's like, I want one of those that said, hell no. I was like,
No.
well, you fly the $20 ones into people and stuff. I'm not going to go spend that for you to crash and burn
Yeah.
a kid.
Right.
But they are really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Flagler Beach, there's just something special about that town. Obviously, it's drawing you guys to it. And what was it about the town that attracted you?
Actually, my family's been in Flagler for probably 45 years.
Oh, okay. Because when you said you're a transplant, I
Yeah.
thought you
I
were
grew up
newly
in
tra-
Ormond.
Oh, you did too? Where'd you
Yeah.
go to high school?
Mainland.
Oh, I went to Father Lopez.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, what year did you graduate?
Did you go to the old Flag?
I went to the old one without
Yes,
AC. That was,
that was awesome.
yeah, they demolished because it was deemed unsafe. Yeah, that's the one I went to.
Yep.
I didn't go to the Cush one with the AC and
I
like.
don't even know where that is.
It's on LPGA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right off LPGA Boulevard.
Because the one on Nova and Mason was always, that was the one. Well, like the original Mainland.
We
high
would be on the
school.
soccer field and they'd be like, duck. They're like, you hear gunshots. Or, oh my God, it was horrible. It was
Planes
bad.
flying.
They would, yeah, every time we would go to school, they would lock the gate behind us. And it wasn't to let us out. So nobody would go and steal our cars while we're in the friggin' building. I was like, I kept telling my mom, I really want to go to Seabreeze. And she's like, no, you're at a good place. I'm like, really? I don't feel safe here. But Mainland, what year did you graduate?
Oh, God. You want me to really show my
Yeah.
age here? 79.
Oh, okay. I graduated 98. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm old.
you're not old. You're not old. Right, Alan? He's not old.
No,
No.
my point of view.
I've never called anybody
went to
old.
the
We
old
call
man.
him seasoned around here. Well experienced.
Well
Well
seasoned.
seasoned. Yeah.
Well seasoned.
So, but you're the transplant then.
I am.
Okay. Where well, you're from up in Virginia, you said.
I grew up in Virginia. I moved to North Carolina and
Where'd you live in North Carolina?
lived in Raleigh.
I did too. And
did you?
I can't wait to go back. I have to wait for my son to graduate next year before I could go back, but I loved it. I lived there for a year. And there was just something about, I lived by the airport in Briar Creek. So you
I'm
could
sorry.
hear, it wasn't that bad. You could hear
Yeah,
the
Briar
rumble.
Creek's nice.
It is a nice area. And it was so nice because I could walk across the street and like everything was there.
Yeah.
But every Sunday you would hear the rumble of like the big plane. And there was just something very soothing about that. But Raleigh's a great town.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that city. It's like, I always say it's like St. Augustine on steroids.
Certain parts of it, yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
can see that.
downtown part.
Yep, I
Yeah.
can see that.
What did you like about it?
You know, it just
And all the people. There were so many different people all the time coming in and out.
There's a lot of cultural diversity over there, which made it fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah.
So I lived on the eastern side of Wake County.
Okay.
So I was in a little town called Wendell.
Oh, okay.
So which is right off of 64.
Yep.
And so it was actually really nice.
Yeah, a lot of people. There were so many new people coming in and out all the time. That was the great part. I don't know if it was because of the airport or because of the city and just the job opportunities there. Right. There was great job opportunities
so from there. We get on 540 and then it would take you right to the airport. So
where did you meet him at?
Actually, we met on Facebook.
Stop it!
No,
we're so anti-dating websites in here. Except for Alan, he met his wife, but you guys met on Facebook.
Yeah, we did. So we were actually friends through a mutual friend of ours.
Oh shit! It can happen, people. It really can work.
It can.
I said, can't you just do stuff like organically, like God wants it to be? And they're like, no. Sometimes.
You know what? It was meant to be.
Yeah, that's you know what? If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
It absolutely is. And the joke is I told him, I said to him, I said, well, I'm going to move down here. So
who reached out to who? So you reached out to him?
Yeah.
So you just saw him on Facebook like, hey, bub, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really?
Well, we were actually friends through another friend first.
Oh, okay.
And
well, that always helps.
Yeah. And he lived in Houston at the time. So
I was living in Texas at the time.
Yeah.
Damn, you've been all over the world.
Not all over the world.
It just seems like it over the country.
That was a wasted 5 years, though.
Oh,
anyway,
you know, there's some times in our lives that we'd like to go back and erase too. So, everyone has that feeling.
that was it. But no, it was actually kind of nice. You know, I was in Texas, kind of got away from North Carolina a little bit, and we've been connected, and
you just came all the way to Florida.
Well, we became really good friends, and
that's awesome.
No, he disappeared.
Yeah, I went off of Facebook.
You ghosted.
I did.
Oh,
but I still had a house in North Carolina.
Okay.
So I left Texas, moved back to North Carolina, and then I reconnected with him. I came back on Facebook.
Why didn't you say, screw you? I mean, seriously, like, what the hell? You ghosted me, now you want to come back? Like, this don't work.
Right.
I know, right?
No,
but it was meant to be.
Yeah, there was a couple things that I was trying to deal with, and just wanted to get settled out before I,
It's always good to let them know that, though.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
now in hindsight,
I was
right?
with somebody too, so I was already in a 30-year relationship. So.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't, I wasn't looking for anybody. Wasn't trying to have any kind of either one of us. I don't think at that point.
No.
Well, he maybe was.
But so I was trying to get
with who I'm with, and. You know,
timing is everything with stuff like that. It really is.
And he was going through. He was going through cancer, so I was dealing with that. And I wasn't just gonna jump out of one into another.
Right.
And,
Oh, well, I'm glad it all worked out, and it's meant to be. It's meant to be. And now look at you guys,
7 years later,
FlipFlop guys doing your thing, making surfboards
Absolutely.
and all about
Having
the community. I know, right? That's what it's about.
Having a good time. We live in Florida. That's what we're doing.
Tell your mom you're on your way to retirement. Well, thank you guys for coming in. We will definitely have you back. We'll bring in some guests, and I would love to have Coquina on, the owner, and stuff, talk about their beer and all the great things they do. Yeah, that would be awesome. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you, guys.